Okay, what is good? What is good? So, as you can see in the title today, we took a loss today, which I'm fine with. Obviously, we've had two back-to-back winning days. This week's green anyway at the moment. We've still got tomorrow, which is actually today for me. I'm actually recording this the following day. Just didn't get time last night. But yeah, I wanted to show you this just because it was a losing trade. Didn't want to look like I was hiding anything, so I wanted to go through it, analyze it. I have actually already analyzed it myself, but I just wanted to go through it with you again. So yeah, you can see everything. So we're just going to dive straight into it. So obviously pre-market we swept Asia highs. Now we did have highs. These are hourly highs. We did have hourly highs here and here. These are all-time highs up here, and the same was on NQ. The only different was Asia session took out previous all-time highs on NQ. So quite a big S&T there, and then between Asia session and London session, there was an SMT because London session swept Asia highs on ES but not NQ. So there was that SMT that I was looking at there as well. Now, when market opened, what I did notice was obviously we had a big move down. With the SMT in mind, we'd already swept liquidity during London session. I thought we were probably going to go down a lot more than we did. Now we made this big move on open. We broke structure to the downside. So typically what I look for here is, a confluence that's going to say, look, yeah, this is confirmation the price is respecting this area. We're now going to, continue lower. So that's what I did. I waited for something like that. Now we had this, I'm just going to move this for a second, but we had this big area that price probably needed to fill, but it was quite a big area. If it disrespected that, I either wouldn't have traded yesterday, or I would have looked for longs, but it would have had to have done a lot to disrespect this area, and still allow me enough room to look for some, take profit somewhere higher. But anyway, so we had that 5 minute there. Now on the 3 minute as well, I also had this marked out. So we had this fair value gap here. Now for price to disrespect this area again, it would still have to come up here, and also disrespect that area as well. But what price did do is here we moved into it, we respected that area, and not only did we then have a confluence out of that which confirmed price to me would look likely to go lower, we also had an S&T between NASDAQ and NQ. So you can see this move up swept this high here whilst also respecting that 3 minute range. So yeah, like I say, that high there went above the previous high on the 1 minute, and then over on NQ. Let me just find where this is because I actually don't know whether I've left it marked. Just have to bear with me 1 second while I try and find this. Might be easier if I just do this quickly. Oh yeah, there we are. Right, okay, so it is marked. Yeah, here we are. So you can see on NQ, this high here wasn't taken out, and it stayed below, and then we moved lower. Now there was two things that I actually entered on, two confluences for me. Eventually this gap here was disrespected on NQ, so see it was disrespected there, we moved up, and then also we broke structure here. So this candle, the wrong thing. Yeah, so this candle there closed below that low. Now this is the candle I entered on ES. So same thing happened on ES. So we had the S&T, respected that 3 minute gap, and then also on ES. Such a pain this is having to find this. I wish it just stayed where it was. I didn't have to fucking scroll to it every time. Here we are. If there's a better way to do this, by the way, because I'm still learning what the best way is to present these videos. But if there's a best way to flip between the indexes and not have to scroll trying to find stuff on different time frames, please let me know, because I'm still new to this myself and I'm still trying to find little shortcuts and stuff. So do let me know. Now, the candle that I just spoke to you about on NQ was this one here. So as you can see, we also had this gap here. Now it didn't, where it respected it pretty much straight away on NQ, it respected it on ES, which is why I didn't enter here. But then obviously we broke below this lower breaking structure and we inversed that 1 minute gap. To me, that's an indication price is going to go lower. We also on the higher time frame obviously had that SMT, sweep of liquidity, and then a move down. So yeah, I just thought price was going to go lower for the day. I did have London marked out, and then I had some pretty much not equal lows, but you know they were quite close to each other that I thought would get taken out as well. So my take profits were set down there on these hourly lows. Then we're up a little bit. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, so my take profits were set on these hourly lows, and then there was not really too much underneath that. So I thought, you know, once price swept this area, we would then, you know, reverse and go higher. But as you can see, it did that before sweeping them. Now, the one thing I can notice looking back on it is that NQ did sweep these lows. I think it didn't sweep this one, but have a look. Yeah, so we swept London and then we swept this hourly low here and then reversed. So there was that SMT that maybe I could have been aware of, but I did still believe that price would go lower. But yeah, this is normal. This happens. I stuck to my confluences. I went with a trade that I thought and believed would work out for me. So I'm more than happy to take the loss. The loss wasn't bad at all. It was 720 across the 3 accounts. I will leave a screenshot now of the 3 accounts. So obviously you can see on the screen what they're at. I think they're about 1,200 in profit across the 3. You'll see in the title of the video as well how much I did lose across the 3 accounts as well. But yeah, my risk for each account is about $800 per day. So 720, I'm completely fine with that. We're still in profit for the week and on the accounts. So again, this is just part of trading, and losses do happen. So yeah, I'm more than happy with this. We'll hopefully be back tomorrow with another trade. If I don't trade, obviously you won't see anything. If I do, you will see the recap as soon as I can get it on for you. Obviously will do that. But yeah, hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow with a win. As always, if you think of anything, you have any suggestions for me, please do let me know. And yeah, if you did watch, thanks for watching. See you next time.